Just trying to understand a little bit about the whole Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef. I really wanted to hear what these new beefs are, because I'm not even listening to what the new diss tracks have been.
I hold them sentiments symbolic. My temperament bipolar, I choose violence. Okay, let's get it up. It's time for him to prove that he's a problem. Niggas clicking up, but cannot be legit. No 40 water, tell him.
Hey, I could never be nobody number one fan. Your first number one, I had to put it in your hand. You pussies can't get booked outside America for Nan. I'm out in Tokyo because I'm big in Japan.
Illuminati does rise again. You can see it in my eyes again.
This ain't been about critics, not about gimmicks, not about who the greatest. It's always been about love and hate. Now let me say I'm the biggest hater. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. I hate the way that you sneak this. If I catch flight, it's gonna be direct. We hate the bitches you fuck, cause they confuse themselves with real women. Then notice I said we, it's not just me, I'm what the culture feeling.
This shit gotta be over by now for anyone out here that's calling it right. You're dead. You're dead. You're dead. There's nowhere to hide, there's nowhere to hide, you know what I mean. They hired a crisis management team to clean up the fact that you beat on your queen. The picture you painted ain't what it seemed. You did.
What going on, people, thems? So, I did a reaction literally like a week or two ago. Just trying to understand a little bit about the whole Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef. So if you've been following me for a little while, you'll see that like the main things I react to are anime, movies, TV series. With my music, the music I react to is mainly vocals. It's not really rap or hip hop or any of that really. And what's funny is obviously I've got a love for rap and I've got a love for hip hop as well, but I don't listen too much. Like it's not my go to. Like I'm far more into, my power ballads and like give me some like Whitney and like Usher and just vocalists basically. But I couldn't help but notice that the world and his wife was talking about his beef, and I was just really baffled by it, because for me, like, because I haven't really followed any of it, I don't really know. I mean, why are people hating on Drake? Like, I don't really get that. Like, I've got a couple of his tunes in my playlist. They're cool. Kendrick is someone who I kind of know the name of being like an acclaimed person. Like, I know a lot of people rate Kendrick, but again, I've never really listened to any of his music at all, so I didn't really have any opinion because I don't know anything about it. But obviously, I'm nosy. So I'm like, I want to find out. So I watched this really, really cool video, and it was put together. And again, kudos to the guy that put that video together. Like, it was so well explained, and like he's clearly like a big fan of the genre. And it really helped me to understand, I guess, the origins of the beef. And actually, it was kind of multifaceted and a little bit complex. But where it ended was that it was quite clear that Kendrick had made it clear that he was not in the Drake camp, and that Drake had tried on a few occasions to, to kind of just be bros and whatever. And anyway, I ended that reaction being like, for me, I kind of feel like it always, the hand that kind of feeds you, you shouldn't really bite it, like, because it's not saying that Kendrick got his step up from Drake, because I think irrespective of whether that happened or not, it looks as though his skill set from the bits and pieces I have seen would have got him there anyway. But I don't know, unless someone is moving like mad bookie, which I think you could argue with some of that early stuff where Kendrick had made his comments on that initial track, and all the other rappers were like, safe, like, we get it, it comes with the territory. And Drake was more in his feelings about it. I was a bit like, well, you have kind of given him a green light to like, well, no, now you're moving bookie because you know the name of the game. Do you know what I mean? But then, yeah, it's multifaceted. So anyway, what I said was, I really wanted to hear what these new beefs are, because I'm not even listening to what the new diss tracks have been. And my Patreon, Brenda, big up Brenda, has kindly put them all together for me, so I can kind of see what they all are and stuff. So we're gonna start with the Future song, which I think Kendrick's on, and it's called Like That. So I'm bringing up basically all the lyric videos because I mean, I'm sure the music videos will be great, and I probably will get around to them at some point. But I just really want to know what's being said. That's what I want to hear. So let's kick this thing off.
Gotta find my joint up on this bitch. I miss you. Few times. Yeah. Sticking to the code, all these hoes for the street. I put it in her nose, it's gon' make her pussy leak. Pussy niggas told ain't gon' wake up at they sleep. You can't hear that switch, but you can hear them niggas scream. All my hoes do shrooms, nigga, all my hoes do coke. 20-carat ring, I put my fingers down her throat. If I lose a carat, she might choke. I know she gon' swallow, she'll go. Free band, nigga, bring the rats in. Got the shooters in the corner like the pack-in. She think cause she was at it, bitch, she attractive. That's that shit that get you put up at the section. And the model still the same. Ball like I won a championship game. You know these hoes hungry, they gon' fuck for a name. I put her on the game, she get fucked for a chain. Got your girl in this bitch, she twirling on the dick. I got syrup in this bitch, turn up in this bitch. And we bout to irks in this bitch, get murked in this bitch. All these pointers on me, baby, you know it's game time. Bring a friend, bitch, we fuck them at the same time. I'm a different nigga, no, we not the same kind. You can have that look, bitch, you ain't mine. Young dope dealer selling dope, is you like that? Kicking doors, kicking in doors, is you like that? Young throw nigga selling lows, is you like that? All 24, you won't go, is you like that? Niggas from the bottom really like that. Stepping ambulances if you like that. Pop another bottle if you like that.
These niggas talking out of their neck. Don't put no coffin out of your mouth. I'm way too paranoid for a threat. Ay, let's get it, bro. DOT, the money, power, respect. The last one is better. Say yes, a lot of goofies with a check. I mean, I hold them sentiments symbolic. My temperament bipolar, I choose violence. Okay, let's get it up. It's time for him to prove that he's a problem. Niggas clicking up, but cannot be legit. No 40 water, tell him. Yeah, get up with me. Fuck sneak this and first person shooter. I hope they came with 3 switches. I crash out like fuck rap. This Melly Mel if I had to. Got 2 T's with me. I'm snatching chains and burning tattoos. It's up. Lost too many soldiers not to play it safe. If he walk around with that stick, it ain't Andre 3K. Think I won't drop the location. I still got PTSD. Motherfuck the big 3. Nigga, it's just big me. Nigga, bum. What? I'm really like that. And your best work is a light pack. Nigga, Prince outlived Mike Jack. Nigga, bum. For all your dogs getting buried. That's a K with all these 9s. He gon' see Pet Cemetery, nigga.
Young dope dealer selling dope, is you like that? Kicking doors, kicking in doors, is you like that? Young throw nigga selling lows, is you like that? All 24, you won't go, is you like that? Niggas from the bottom really like that. Stepping ambulances if you like that. Pop another bottle if you like that. Dope dealer selling dope, is you like that? Kicking doors, kicking in doors, is you like that? Young throw nigga selling lows, is you like that? All 24, you won't go, is you like that? Niggas from the bottom really like that. Stepping ambulances if you like that. Pop another bottle if you like that. Came a banging dope, niggas was John slanging powder. Walk in a strip club, make it rain for 3 hours. Locked in and now I got my phantom in my driver. Perked out, took chances in my hood like Nevada. Surfed out outside, white interior lasagna. 100,000s, I just cashed out on designer. Had a devour, nigga, I learned that in the jungle. Once I said it's low, that's $1 million in a week.
So the bit that stood out to me, was why I nearly paused it, was when he was talking about the big 3. Because obviously they're always talking about who's like the top dogs, right? And believe from that documentary I saw last week that Drake is constantly referring to who was like the top three rappers in the game. And I guess what Kendrick's saying there is don't worry about no big tree because it's just me. Whatever you thought you were, whatever you thought you was at, whatever position you think you're in the top three, there is no top three. It is just me. And what was interesting from that documentary I saw was that how many awards that Kendrick Lamar has won, like how many different things that he's, I guess, beaten Drake at in terms of like, best rap artist, best rap album. I think there was a couple of things like that I saw. You would, I guess, one could argue that like if he has got critical acclaim in that kind of way, and he's got like mad respect from lots of, because the thing that the kind of dichotomy of what I've seen between the two artists in Drake and Kendrick is there seems to be a lot of people that have mentioned that he critically is what rap needed. I mean, like he's been like a rap savior almost, like, so it's giving like that authenticity of an artist. I mean, that kind of realism, and the flip of that from what I get from, again, this is just my perception, so I'm not saying it's fact or anything like that. It's just my perception of what I've seen from that last documentary tonight, is that Drake is a commercial like golden goose in that like he's just got tracks and success in that kind of way, making these hits after hits. And I think there's somebody did a graphic about the amount of albums and the amount of things that he's put out there, and therefore how much he's like done, and there's a lot that Drake has done. So he's got the bag credentials, do you know what I mean? Because he's been able to build this empire. Whereas it seems as though that in terms of like rap authenticity or rap, chops or whatever, like that kind of artist credibility, it seems to be that Kendrick has that more so. So yeah, that to me, I mean, this is probably the first time that I've sat and just listened to anything Kendrick Lamar like ever. And actually probably the same with Future too. I don't think I've ever listened to a Future tune. This is probably my first. So the song itself. So I'm guessing this is talking about women who are basically quite happy to just do their bits and pieces bedroom wise for like chains, but it doesn't sound to me like he's got much respect for the girls that he's talking about here. Like, like I can do you with twos, like, I can get you some chains and that, and you probably do that any, like, that's the kind of vibe I'm getting, that it's just this kind of exchange for exchange, you'll do anything for a name. So I don't know whether he's talking about just certain women in general, certain women specifically, or if he's talking about women in general, or if he's talking about someone's woman, like, so, I don't know. But if this was just my first listen through, which it is, I don't know whether if I hadn't seen that documentary, I would have been able to pick out necessarily that he was shooting shots at Drake, if I'm honest. Let me just put Kendrick's bars back. I think he comes at 149, Brenda said, so.
Stepping in Balenciagas if you like that. Pop another bottle if you like that.
These niggas talking out of their neck. Don't put no coffin out of your mouth. I'm way too paranoid for a threat. Ay, let's get it, bro. DOT, the money, power, respect.
I mean, even that, yeah, like, don't pull that coffin out of your neck. I'm too paranoid for these threats. I mean, that is a bar still, because that is literally saying, don't mess with me, bro. Don't do it. You're talking, yeah, but don't do it, okay?
The last one is better. Say yes, a lot of goofies with a check. I mean, I hold them sentiments symbolic. My temperament bipolar, I choose violence. Okay, let's get it up. It's time for him to prove that he's a problem. Niggas clicking up, but they not be legit. No 40 water, tell him. Yeah.
No 40 water. I don't know what that means. What does that mean? No 40 water. And when saying that clicking up, I'm guessing talking about the bags, the tracks and whatever else, and what he's getting out there, I'm presuming. Is that what he means by clicking up? But cannot be legit. Well, that can't mean that because I guess Drake's numbers don't lie, so I guess it's not that. Okay.
Yeah, get up with me, fuck sneak this and first person shooter. I hope they came with 3 switches. I crash out like fuck rap. This Melly Mel if I had to. Got 2 T's with me. I'm snatching chains and burning tattoos. It's up. Lost too many soldiers not to play it safe. If he walk around with that stick, it ain't Andre 3K. Think I won't drop the location. I still got PTSD. Motherfuck the big 3. Nigga, it's just big me. Nigga, boom.
I mean, that is like, yeah. Loud big tree, it's just big me. Like that, I like how he's dropped that. Because that's just, I'm not even competing with you no more. There's no arguing about it. If you walk around with that stick, it ain't Andre 3K. I mean, what's Andre 3000 gonna do with like with a stick? There's gonna be so many of these things that are just flying off my head because I just don't understand. But again, when he's saying think I won't drop the location, I still got PTSD. So that is again if it's Drake he's quoting that, it's like I'll tell you where I am. Don't worry about it. And that he's still suffering with PTSD of this situation, I guess. I don't know.
I'm really like that, and your best work is a light pack. Nigga, Prince outlived Mike Jack. Nigga, boom. For all your dogs getting buried, that's a K with all these 9s. He gon' see Pet Cemetery, nigga. Boom.
So it's Prince and MJ. So I know that MJ and Prince had some kind of like perceived rivalry, and is he likening the situation to him and Drake in that Drake may have come before him, so therefore Michael might come before Prince, but Prince ended up outliving Michael Jackson. That's what he's saying, that he's going to outlive Drake. Obviously, figuratively, I would imagine. Because if that's the case, if that's the link I'm thinking it is, that is a really, really, yeah, that's a really cool thing to drop that. That's, yeah, that, okay.
Selling dope, is you like that? Kicking doors, kicking in doors, is you like that? Young throw nigga selling lows, is you like that? All 20.
Selling lows? What are lows? I don't know what lows are. I mean, I can guess, but I don't know. So yeah, if anyone knows what that specifically that is, okay, that's probably enough for me to. So I'm okay. So I guess what I'm appreciating is because to me there are definitely worse things I've heard people say about people, and I guess this would class as a subliminal because he hadn't directly called him out, but obviously there's only one person he could be talking about, right, in regards to that. So it obviously is him that he's talking about. But that I don't know. I'm not like, oh my god, I can't believe it. Like I don't know. Like, but maybe because the situation is already so fraught, like anything is gonna just like reignite. And I suppose from what that documentary was saying is that Kendrick kind of just disappeared for ages and then suddenly came out on smoke, and even said in this verse that I chose violence. So okay, so that's where we're starting. All right, okay. So the next one, push-ups. So this came out in the March. So what Brenda said is that this came out March 22nd. Sorry, my laptop is behind my phone. Came out March 22nd, and then Drake dropped push-ups in April, on 13th of April. Okay. You know what? The one thing I was saying in my reaction was like, why can't people just get along, man? Like, da 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 da. But I won't lie, like, even me searching for this right now, I'm quite like, so what did he say? Like, because if it's just like, like a roast, for example, if someone's just roasting someone, then I think it's kind of cool, it's kind of funny. But it's just when things go too far that I'm like, which is what I'm concerned by, because it's like, well, it's just music, or it should just be for the love of being able to flow and being able to, think of double entendres and like that's an art form, it's skill, like that should be respected. But the minute it goes beyond that and people are like talking and acting out certain things, then I'm like, well, that's that's no longer fun then, is it? Because then someone's life could potentially be on the line, and that's probably what doesn't then draw me into it. Because I'm like, well, that's nobody wants that. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've got stuff to do tomorrow. I'm not looking to actually beef with somebody, like, just for an art form. Okay, so Push Ups by Drake. Drop and give me 50.
Never be nobody number one fan. Your first number one, I had to put it in your hand. You pussies can't get booked outside America for nan. I'm out in Tokyo because I'm big in Japan. I'm the hit maker y'all depend on. Backstage in my city, it was friend zone. You won't never take no chain off of us. How the fuck you big stepping with a size 7 man zone? This the part with the bite, nigga, what's up? I know my picture on the wall when y'all cook up. Extortion, baby, whole career you been shook up. Cause Top told you drop and give me 50 like some push-ups. Hood, your last one brick, you really not on shit. They make excuses for you cause they hate to see me lit. Pull your contract cause we gotta see the split. The way you doing splits, bitch, your pants might rip. You better do that motherfucking show inside the bitty. Maroon 5 need a verse, you better make it witty. Then we need a verse for the Swifties. Top say drop, you better drop and give them 50. Pip squeak, pipe down, you ain't in no big three. Scissor got you wiped down, Travis got you wiped down, Savage got you wiped down. Like your label, boy, you in the scope right now. And you gon' feel the aftermath of what I write down. I'm at the top of the mountain, so you tight now. Just to have this talk with your ass, I had to hike down. Big difference between Mike then and Mike now. What the fuck is this, a 20v1, nigga? What's a prince to a king, he a son, nigga? Get more love in the city that you from, nigga. Metro, shut your whole ass up and make some drums, nigga. Yeah, I'm the sixth guy, I'm the front runner. Y'all nigga manager was Charles' little blunt runner. Clean a 6 and you boys ain't even come from it. And when you boys got rich, you had to run from it. Cash blowing, able bread out here tricking. Shit we do for bitches, he doing for niggas. Jets, whips, chains, wicked. Spinning like you tryna fuck, boy, you trippin'. Drizzy Chippendale, probably got your bitch Chanel. I just got them done, boy, don't make me at the Chippendale. Rolling loud stage, I would turn, that was slick as hell. Shit'll probably change if it BM start to kiss and tell. Hugs and kisses, man, don't tell me about no switches. I be rocking every fucking chain I own next visit, ayy. I be with some bodyguards like Whitney. Top say, drop your little midget ass, better fucking, ayy. Better drop and give me 50, ayy. Drop and give me 50, drop and give me 50, ayy. Niggas really got me out here talking like I'm 50. Niggas really got me out here rapping what I'm living. I might take your latest girl and cuff her like I'm Ricky. Can't believe he jumping in, this nigga turning 50. Every song that made it on the chart he got from Drizzy. Spend that little check, you gotta stay up out my business, nigga. Shout out to the hooper that be busting out the gritty. We know why you mad, nigga, I ain't even tripping. All that little heartbroken Twitter shit for bitches. This for all the top dogs, drop and give me 50, drop. In that fucking song, y'all got to not start the beef with us. This shit been brewing in a pot, now I'm heating up. I don't care what Cole think, that dot shit was weak as fuck. Champagne tripping, he is not fucking easing up. Nigga calling top to see if Top want a piece of up. Top want a piece of up, Top want a piece of up. Nah, pussy, now you on your own when you speaking up. You done roll deep to this, is not fucking deep enough. Begging cops or not, boy, you not fucking beating us. Numbers wise, I'm out of here, you not fucking creeping up. Money wise, I'm out of here, you not fucking sneaking up. Cornball, your show money, merch money, feed us. I'ma let you niggas work it out because I seen enough. This ain't even everything I know, don't wait the demon up. This ain't even everything I know, don't wait the demon up. Drop and give me 50, all you fuck niggas teaming up.
What top 5 you smoking on, Kendrick?
Yeah, drop a 50 bag for the mob in a spot. Drop a 50 bag, 29 for the thought. I was really trying to keep it PG.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like, because one of the comments I did see is that, like, people were making comments or differences between, or comparing the difference between Drake's dropped tracks that people can, like, bop to, and Kendrick maybe have dropped tracks that are going harder on him, like. But again, this is my first time listening to any of them, so I think initially it's hard to compare because obviously Kendrick's bit on Future's song was obviously a lot shorter, and it was definitely, I definitely felt it was a lot more subliminal than what this was. This I mean, this is pipsqueaks with men's size sevens on, like your album didn't sell too good. Your record labels in the scope, like, you know, what's a son to a king? You know, that's what's a prince to a king? That's a son or something. So the fact that like he's got this whole, and like mentioned in the documentary, this whole thing about Drake being like the father to Kendrick, and in terms of giving him his career or walking in his shadow. You know, that to me was nothing subliminal. That was some direct, this is what I'm saying. And if I'm honest, because I don't really listen to Drake, like, as the tracks that I've got, like Passion Fruit, for example, like in my playlist, are just tracks that I'm just like, just a nice little vibe. He's kind of singing on them, which is why I think I never really saw him as like a not a rapper, because that's probably disrespectful, but I just mean like I've never really listened to like his flow or how he constructs his verses, or he puts his words together. I think to me, if this is just me coming in with no preconceived ideas, no allegiances to anybody, no anything, and I'm comparing the 2024 track so far, to me, it kind of feels like someone's poked the bear, and he's come back and just deaded you off. Because you had, aside from the bar that was like, you know, big three, lad the big three, it's a big me, and him saying, there's something I said about, you know, if he was talking about Drake the whole time, which I guess he must have been, well, could have been, and he's saying, you know, don't tuck out your neck and the coffin thing and stuff. So there were definitely some things within what Kendrick said, but I feel like this just went to town. And how much you're gonna come for me, let me just remind you a couple of things. You know, to even have the conversation, I had to hike down the mountain. Like, there was a lot in that push-ups. Drop and give me 50. Drop and give me 50. And then, notwithstanding, that is a bop as well. Like, I was feeling that. So for me, and again, I'm a novice to all of this, so I know there's going to be people that probably disagree with me, but for me, I would have given that to Drake. I mean, like, well, you've come out of nowhere, you know, dropping some shots to me. And even when he's like, you know, you don't wake the demon up. Like, I did this, and do not wake the demon up, because we have things we say. All right, so yeah, I'll give that Drake personally. Okay, so the next one that's on here, so after no response from Kendrick, Drake dropped another track, Tailor Made Freestyle, and that was on the 19th of April. So the push-ups was the 13th. So 22nd of March was Kendrick on featured tune. 13th of April was push-ups, and then the 19th, so basically 6 days later, he dropped Tailor Made. Okay.
Illuminati does rise again. You can see it in my eyes again. Kendrick, we need ya, the West Coast savior. Ain't great in your name and some hip-hop history. If you deal with this viciously, you seem a little nervous about all the publicity. Fuck this Canadian light-skinned doc. We need to know the baby West Coast victory, man. Call him a bitch for me. Talk about him liking young girls, that's a gift for me. Heard it on the Buddin' podcast, it's gotta be true. They told me the spirit of Machiavelli is alive, and a nigga under 5'5", so it's gotta be you. I would beat the whole fucking game. It was me and Snoop Dogg, had my fucking shirt off in the House of Blues. K, you gotta fuck this nigga, girl, he gotta get abused. All that shit about burning tattoos, he is not amused. That's jail talk for real thugs, you gotta be you. Gotta leave this motherfucker broken and bruised before we really lose. You asked for the smoke, now I seen you too busy for the smoke. I won't lie, the people confused. Now you about to get this shit another week and fall back to homegirl for running numbers up. I would've refused. For these industry relationships, she not in your shoes. You supposed to be the boogeyman, go do what you do. Unless this is a moment that you tell us this not really you. In that case, there's nothing left to say, I just pass it to Snoop.
That's you. What the fuck you really got to do? We passed you the torch at the House of Blues, and now you gotta do some dirty work. You know how to move, right? Right? I know you never been to jail, orange jumpsuits and shower shoes. Never shot nobody, never stabbed nobody, never did nothing violent and no one. It's the homies that empower you. But still, you gotta show this fucking aisle who's boss on the west. Now's the time to really make a power move. Cause right now it's looking like you writing out the game plan on how to lose. How to bark up the wrong tree and then get your head popped in a crowded room. World is watching this chess game, but are you out of moves? Dot, you know the DOG never fucking doubted you. But right now it seems like you posted up without a clue of what the fuck you about to do.
Yeah, that's the truth. I'm definitely about to come around the land gang and let my fucking bow move. Shitting on you niggas from a whole different altitude. High up in the sky like I'm Howard Hughes. The first one really only took me an hour or two. The next one is really about to bring out the coward in you. But now we gotta wait a fucking week, cause Taylor Swift is your new top. And if you about to drop, she gotta approve. This girl really about to make you act like you not in a feud. She tailor-made your schedule with Ant, you out of the loop. Hate all you corporate industry puppets, I'm not in the mood. I love it when you niggas talk loose like I'm not in the room. Since like that, your tone changed a little, you not as enthused. How are you not in the booth? It feel like you kinda removed. You tryna let this shit die down. Nah, not this time, nigga, you following through. I guess you need another week to figure out how to improve. What the fuck is taking so long? We waiting on you. The rest of y'all are definitely involved, y'all getting it too. Soon as you get the courage to drop, I'm out on the loose. On the loose. Yeah, shout out to Taylor Swift. Biggest gangster in the music game right now. You know, I moved my album when she dropped. I said that already. You know, she about to do a Millie Rock on your head top. She got the whole PG Lang on mute like that Beyonce challenge. Y'all boys quiet for the weekend. Like, I know you in that NY apartment, you struggling right now. I know it. In a notepad doing lyrical gymnastics, my boy. You better have a motherfucking quintuple entendre on that shit. Some shit I don't even understand. Like, shit better be crazy. We waiting on you. Yeah.
That was Drake doing all those parts, right? Snoop wasn't actually on that track. Even though it sounded quite Snoop-esque. I don't know if that was actually him. But either way, I guess this is, I need to understand the Taylor Swift thing. So I'm guessing it's something to do with album releases or something. Or is Kendrick now tight with Taylor Swift? Either way, the first thing that comes to mind there is that he's obviously trolling him quite well to like, where have you gone? Do you know what I mean? Because I think in that documentary it said that Kendrick had disappeared for a while and then suddenly popped back up. So I think he's almost bought into that and capitalizing on the fact that he was MIA for so long, has now come out with this diss track, which is, as I think he's also alluding to, that he didn't really sound like he was even vibing on the track himself. He come out with this diss track on Future's song and then disappeared again. So what's taking so long? Are you struggling to put some things together? Are you struggling with the whole team? Because he said quite a few times now there's a team. So it's not just Kendrick, there's a team of people. So, which is interesting because didn't Drake get accused of having ghostwriters and stuff? And if he's saying that Kendrick is getting help, then isn't he kind of alluding to the same thing? And when he's just like, what's taking you so long? Like, you best come back with some kind of quintuple entendre that I don't even understand. So, okay. The track, use an AI replica of Tupac and shit. I was thinking that sounds a little bit like Tupac, but okay. Tupac's estate had it taken down from streaming services by legal action, but it's still on YouTube lyrics channels. Oh, okay, that's why I can still see it. Okay. So, House of Blues, is that like, because he's saying that, we pass you the torch. Because obviously a lot of hip hop was saying that Kendrick is now like the new mogul, right? The new messiah of the rap game. So having two legends be like, you've dropped the baton, basically. Like, you're basically putting together the game plan of how to lose, and talking about chess pieces and stuff, and the fact you're in the middle of a feud. So I think what I'm understanding from just these three songs all together is that when there's a beef, or when I've heard that Nicki Minaj came out with that diss track for Red, what's her name? Was it Red something? But the other rapper that she was beefing with anyway came out with Sheetha, and which I guess is obviously an homage to Nas's Ether. But then that whole thing in terms of like who's going to put things out, I just thought it was kind of like a case of you put it out when you're ready. But the fact that he's calling out Kendrick to be like, you've got an MIA in 6 days, you know, what's the average kind of turnaround time that there should be a response to these kind of things, and it be so legitimate that he's actually calling it like a chess game. Like, this is, you know, the world is watching almost, you know, what piece are you gonna be. I didn't realize it was this level of competitive in that regard, really. Yeah, I'm already so glad that I've reacted to this, because I would never have understood really like where that's come from. I love the fact that he's come out with, this is Drake, I love the fact that he's come out with pretty much an instant response to what Kendrick dropped, and it came out, and that was with beat and the vibe. This one, I feel like it's more well, the first one was definitely just like, bam, I'm coming for your throat. This one was more, I'm gonna pity you in front of other people, and the fact that you've lost this opportunity in which to battle me, like, and you're losing. Basically, I'm gonna use the greats to tell you how disappointed I am in your performance. That's what I'm getting from this. So for me, again, the fact that Kendrick hasn't responded at this point, and Drake has dropped another track, and it's quite clever how he's done it. And yeah, I'd give that to Drake. So then Euphoria by Kendrick Lamar came out on April the 30th. Okay.
Woo, shit, my man said Euphoria.
What was that backwards?
Them superpowers get neutralized. I can only watch in silence. The famous actor we once knew is looking paranoid and now spiraling. You're moving just like a degenerate. Every antic is feeling distasteful. I calculate, you're not as calculated. I can even predict your angle. Fabricating stories on the family front, cause you heard Mr. Morale. A pathetic master manipulator. I can smell the tails on you now. You're not a rap artist, you're a scam artist with the hopes of being accepted. Tommy Hilfiger stood out, but FUBU never had been your collection. I make music that electrify 'em. You make music that pacify 'em. I can double down on that line, but spare you this time. That's random acts of kindness. Know you're a master manipulator and habitual liar too. But don't tell no lie about me, and I won't tell truths about you. Shoo! 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 Beep, 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 beep. Yeah, I'm out the way, yeah, I'm low, okay. Yeah, the island right here is remote, okay. I ain't thinking about no reaper, nigga, I'm reaping what I sow, okay. Got a Benjamin and a Jackson all in my house, like I'm Joe, okay. Hellcat, met his homeboys in them types LA solo, okay. Everybody wanna be demon till they get chipped by your throwaway. And I might do a show a day. Once a lame, always a lame. Oh, you thought the money, the power of fame will make you go away? Have you ever played? Have you ever? Okay, nigga, let's play. Have you ever watch your enemy down? Like with a poker face. Have you ever paid 500,000 like to an open case? Well, I have, and I felt that both, but I came out straight. I hate when I rap or talk about guns, then somebody die, they turn into nuns, then I hop online like pray for my city. He faking for likes and digital hugs. His daddy a killer, he wanna be Junior. They must have forgot the shit that they done. Dementia must run in his family, but let it get shaky. I park your son. The very first time I shot me a Drake, the homie had told me to aim it this way. I didn't point down enough. Today I show you I learned from those mistakes. Somebody had told me that you got a ring. On God, I'm ready to double the wage. I'd rather do that than let a Canadian nigga make Pac turn in his grave. Cut the business, you got shit twisted. What is it, the brakes? I hurt your feelings, you don't work with me no more. Okay. There's 3 ghosts left, and I see 2 of them kissing and hugging on stage. I love them to death, and in 8 bars I'll explain that phrase. It's nothing nobody can tell me. I don't wanna talk on no celly. You know I got language barriers. It's no accent you can sell me. You're cold and Ivory, know I'm a selfish nigga. The crown is heavy. I pray they my real friends. If not, I'm YNW Melly. I don't like you popping shit at Pharrell. For him, I inherit the beef. Yeah, fuck all that pushing P. Let me see you push a T. You better off spinning again on him. You think about pushing me. He's Terrence Thornton, I'm Terrence Crawford. Yeah, I'm whooping feet. We ain't gotta get personal, this a friendly fade, you should keep it that way. I know some shit about niggas that make gonna wanna look like a saint. This ain't been about critics, not about gimmicks, not about who the greatest. It's always been about love and hate. Now let me say I'm the biggest hater. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. I hate the way that you sneak this. If I catch flight, it's gonna be direct. We hate the bitches you fuck, cause they confuse themselves with real women. Then notice I said we, it's not just me, I'm what the culture feeling. How many more fairy tale stories about your life till we had enough? How many more black features till you finally feel that you're black enough? I like Drake with the melodies, I don't like Drake when he act tough. You gon' make a nigga bring back Puff. Let me see if Chubbs really crash something. Yeah, my first one like my last one. It's a classic, you don't have one. Let your core audience stomach that, then tell them where you get your abs from. V12, it's a fast one. Bow, bow, bow. Last one, headshot for the year. You better walk around like Daft Punk. Remember? Hey, Top Dog, who the fuck they think they playing with? Extortion my middle name as soon as you jump off of that plane, bitch. I'm allergic to the lame shit, only you like being famous. Yachty can't give you no swag neither. I don't give a fuck about who you hanging with. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. Surprised she wanted that feature request. You know that we got some shit to address. I even hate when you say the word nigga, but that's just me, I guess. Some shit just cringeworthy, ain't even gotta be deep, I guess. Still love when you see success. Everything with me is blessed. Keep making me dance, waving my hand, and it won't be no threat. I'm knowing they call you the boy, but where's the man? Cause I ain't seen him yet. Matter of fact, I ain't even bleed him yet. Can I bleed him? Bet. When I see you stand by sexy red, I believe you see two bad bitches. I believe you don't like women, it's real competition. You might pop ass with them. Let's speak on percentage. Show me your splits, I'll make sure I double back with you. You assigned to a nigga that signed to a nigga that said he was signed to that nigga. Try cease and desist on a like that record. Oh, what, you ain't like that record? Back to back, I like that record. I'ma get back to that for the record. Why would I call around trying to get dirt on niggas? Y'all thinking my life is rap? That's whole shit, I got a son to raise, but I can see you don't know nothing about that. Waking them up, know nothing about that. Then tell them to pray, know nothing about that. Then giving them tools to walk through life like day by day, know nothing about that. Teaching them morals, integrity, discipline, listen man, you don't know nothing about that. Speaking the truth and consider what God's considering, you don't know nothing about that. Ain't 20v1, it's 1v20 if I gotta smack niggas that right with you. Yeah, bring them out too, I clean them out too. Tell Bean that he better stay right with you. Am I battling ghosts or AI? Nigga feeling like Joel Austin. Funny he was in a film called AI. And my sixth sense telling me to off him. I'm a blick niggas all in their coffin. Yeah, OB-ho niggas is dick riders. Tell them run to America to imitate heritage. They can't imitate this violence. What I learned is niggas don't like the West Coast, and I'm fine with it. I'll push the line with it. Pick a nigga off one at a time with it. We can be on a 3-hour time difference. Don't speak on the family, Crody. It can get deep in the family, Crody. Talk about me and my family, Crody. Someone go bleed in your family, Crody. I be at New Hall King eating fried rice with a dip sauce and a blammy, Crody. Tell me your cheesing, farm. We can do this right now on the camera, Crody. Hey, fuck y'all niggas, I don't trust y'all niggas. I wave one finger and thump y'all niggas like, field goal punt y'all niggas, they punk y'all niggas. Nobody never took my food. Whoever that's fucking with them, fuck you niggas and fuck the industry too. If you take it there, I'm taking it further. Psst, that's something you don't wanna do. Ooh, we don't wanna hear you say nigga no more. We don't wanna hear you say nigga no more. Stop.
Wow. There definitely wasn't anything subliminal about that. There was absolutely nothing subliminal about any of that. I hate the way you walk, the way that you talk, the way that you dress. I even hate the way you say, bro. That's hard, because the ferocity in which Kendrick that was visceral. That's someone that literally hates the air you breathe. I mean, there was a line in there still about like the success that you get to, like I'm still there for that. But aside from that, that was the flow, the wordplay, the beat again. And something for me was sick. I just think that was really good. Like really, really, really good. And if I'm honest, I kind of felt the song went on a bit of a journey as well. So it wasn't even like it was one linear beat the whole time. Like it started off, because I was thinking that when it first started, I was like, oh, okay, this is cool. But I'm understanding now when people were like, oh, the Drake's one was a bit more of a bop that you could actually bop to. After about a minute and a half, and then went into like this next bit with that, I hate the way, like that bit. In fact, all of it was great. But that bit in particular, I thought was really good. Wow. Right, I'm going to pause that there just for 1 second. So, for me, Euphoria, I think, just went in, and it just feels like a little more at the jugular. Do you know what I mean? It feels like I hate who you've dated. I hate the women you go with. I hate like how you try and have black features and that they still don't work. Like, I feel like you just basically called him corny. Like, you know, there's just nothing about you that I like. Nothing. So you could talk to. So for me, I feel like this, even though I think that his push-ups was quite the call out, if I'm honest, like I still don't take that away. I think that was quite the call out. There is something that's just extra. Like there were some things he was saying, like, you pacify the masses, I actually enlighten them. Do you know what I mean? Like, he said that was a double entendre. I don't know if I got what the second meaning to that was, but you know, him making it quite clear that you've got these numbers, cool. Do you know what I mean? Like, but what you do and what I do ain't the same. And it's not just me who thinks so. Other people hate you. So I feel, sorry, I shouldn't laugh, but I feel like I would give that to Kendrick. I feel, for me personally, as much as I thought it was really clever with the AI, bringing in Snoop, bringing in Tupac to help roast Kendrick didn't need nobody to help him roast Drake in that at all. And that was two sets down that he was, you know what I mean? And he just come back and be like, nah, F you, like, this is what I really think. So yeah, I'm putting Kendrick in the lead at this point. So be interesting to see them what Drake comes out with. So April the 30th, and then 6/16 in LA. Okay, so the 6/16 in LA is making fun of Drake's penchant for using times and locations in his song titles. Sorry, again, my computer's having fun. 6/16 in LA arrived just 6 days after Euphoria, delivering on that track's promise to go back to back. Okay. Ugh.
Yeah. It's survival. I think somebody lying. Smell somebody lying. I don't see no fire. Off-white Sunseeker, had the marina. Fuck a phantom, I like to buy yachts when I get the fever. Wine cooler, spill on my white t-shirt, the sightseer. Trifecta, money, morals, and culture. That's my leisure, my visa. Passport tatted, I show hub in Ibiza. Luke Callie's dwellings in Brooklyn just to book me some pizza. Who can reach us? Only God can teleport this type of freedom. God, my confession is yours. But who am I if I don't go to war? There's opportunity when living with loss. I discover myself when I fall short. Raise my hands to a falling sky. I fantasize me jumping planets, immortalized. I correspond. 3 angels watching me all the time. Put my children to sleep with a prayer, then close my eyes. Definition of peace. Tell me who gon' stop me. I come from love, and still cover my heart, then open me up. Remember when picked up a pen, lyrics that I can trust. Timid soul, staring in the mirror, asking where I was from often. I know this type of power is gon' cost, but I live in circadian rhythms of a shooting star. The mannerisms of Raphael, I can heal and give you art, but the industry's cooked as I pick the carcass apart. Yeah, somebody's lying, I can see the vibes on act. Even he looking compromised, let's peel the layers back. Ain't no brownie points with beating your chest, harassing ant. Fucking with good people, make good people go to bed. Conspiracies about cash, dog, that's not even the leak. Find the Jews like cash, dog, I just need you to think. Are you finally ready to play? Have you ever, let's see, have you ever thought that OVO is working for me? Fake bully, I hate bullies, you must be a terrible person. Everyone inside your team is whispering that you deserve it. Can't Tootsie slide up out of this one, it's just gon' resurface. Every dog gotta have his day, now living your purpose. It was fun until you start to put money in the streets, then lost money cause they came back with no receipts. I'm sorry that I live a boring life, I love peace, but war ready if the world is ready to see you bleed. The Elohim KTW, know you can't sleep, these images trouble you. Know the wires in your circle should puzzle you. If you were street smart, then you would've caught that your entourage is only to hustle you. 100 niggas that you got on salary, and 20 of them want you as a casualty, and one of them is actually next to you, and 2 of them is practically tired of your lifestyle, just don't got the audacity to tell you. But let me tell you some game, cause I can see you, my little homie. You playing dirty with propaganda, hit blow up on you. You're playing nerdy with Zach Bia and Twitter bots, but your reality can't hide behind Wi-Fi. Your little means is losing steam, they figured you out. The first opinions is not convincing, y'all need a new route. It's time that you look around on who's around you. Before you figure that you're not alone, ask what Mike would do.
Michael Jackson has a different You know, considering these are like lyric videos and stuff, the production has been really good. Like I'm really enjoying this. Really enjoying these. Yeah, I feel like this one was more flexing his poetic and intelligent use of language and words. I mean, there was a bop in it, but I think the one previously for Kendrick was more of a like out and out. I could see myself shocking out to it, and it was quite like this is more of like a peaceful, tranquil way of being just like, I don't rate this guy, and I think that's quite, yeah, I don't know, like it's that was a different vibe of song, I think, for me. But it was a really cool one still. Anyway, I think what I'm going to do is, because I am super tired, I didn't even realize how tired I was, so I'm going to watch the rest of this tomorrow, I think. Because I want to make sure that I'm like properly, because I've got like this one I've just listened to, and I feel like I need to listen to it again. So I'm going to pause that there, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. What go on, people, thems? So, I'm picking up from where I kind of went from yesterday, and I was so tired. I've gone out for my cousin's birthday, and I think I'd had a little bit too much vodka. I was like, I've got to sleep. But I was really enjoying the kind of back and forth between Drake and Kendrick. And what's interesting for me is that, I think I said it yesterday, that initially I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm about all this beef life, because, you know, where does it end? But I think, you know, someone being able to really put into an art form, I guess, the reasons that they're not a fan of someone, and kind of taking shots. For me, like if it's kind of just done in the rainbow, in kind of, I say, respectful way. I mean, how many ways can you roast someone respectfully? But in terms of like professionally, you kind of meet each other where you're at, kind of thing. Like, so it's nothing personal. Then it's cool. I feel like this, particularly after Kendrick's Euphoria, I think that one was very personal. Very personal. I felt it. Even though I feel like in Drake's, I mean, before I'd heard Euphoria, I thought that Push-Ups and Taylor Made, I thought were very clever. I really like the idea of Snoop and Tupac being kind of utilized in a way. I mean, well, you know, it depends on how you kind of see the whole use of AI, but I thought doing that to kind of roast someone, I thought was just a very clever way to kind of bring another dimension to it all. But I think Kendrick's Euphoria, the journey that went on and just how visceral it was, I feel to me was like another layer of like, yo, dude, I don't even know how you come back from that. Then obviously 616, which again was a more kind of low key hip hoppy kind of, but still sick track. I really liked that. So this one now is Drake's Rebuttal. So that last one came pretty much straight after Euphoria 616. This is Family Matters, which came the same day. No, hang on. Sorry. So it looks as though the Family Matters was also dropped on the 3rd of May as well. So 616 was dropped on the 3rd of May and Family Matters was dropped on the 3rd of May. That's interesting. I always wonder, like, how do people get these things out so quickly? Because if you don't know that someone's coming out with something, how are you, unless this is just an already pre-described diss track that was going to come out at some point. But I'm like, how did that happen? Let's see what the rebuttal's like. Let's see what he's got to say.
Maybe in this song, you shouldn't start by saying,
Nigga, I said it, I know that you mad. I've emptied the clip over friendlier jabs. You mentioned my seed, now deal with his dad. I gotta go bad. Yeah, drop a 50 bag for the mob in a spot. Drop a 50 bag, 29 for the thought. I was really, really trying to keep it PG. I was really, really trying to keep it PG. If you had a set, they give your ass a DP. But you civilian gang in real life, you PC. You know who really bang and set my nigga YG. You know who really bang and set my nigga Chuck T. You know who even bang and set out there is CB. And nigga Cole losing sleep on this, it ain't me. You better have some paperwork or that shit fake T. Can't be rapping about no ratting that we can't read. I mean it's true, a nigga slimy for my AP. Just like how Metro nigga slime for his main squeeze. Out here begging for attention, nigga say please. Always rapping like you bout to get the slaves freed. You just acting like an activist, it's make believe. Don't even go back to your hood and plant no money trees. Say you hate the girls I fuck, but what you really mean? I been with black and white and everything that's in between. You the black messiah wifing up a mixed queen. And hit vanilla cream to help out with your self-esteem. On some Bobby shit, I wanna know what Whitney need. All that puppy love was over in y'all late teens. Why you never hold your son and tell him say cheese? We could've left the kids out of this, don't blame me. You a dog and you know it, you just play sweet. Your baby mama captions always screaming save me. You did it dirty all your life, you tryna make peace. I heard that one of them little kids might be day free. Don't make it day freeze. Cause if your GM is your BM secret BD, then this is all making plenty fucking sense to me. Hey, let that shorty breathe. Shake that ass, bitch. Hands on your knees. Hands on your knees. Hands on your knees. Shake that ass for Drake. Now shake that ass for free. Yeah. We're not that kind of free, I'm talking about my nigga Dave. Yo man a Lil K, we call that shit a mini Drake. He always said I overlooked him, I was staring straight. These bars go over Kenny head no matter what I say. I know you like to keep it short, so let me paraphrase. Knew it was smoke when Abel hit us with the serenade. Niggas say, almost started reaching for my waist. Drop a 50 bag for the mob in a spot. Drop a 50 bag, 29 for the thought. I was really, really trying to keep it. Yo, you stop playing around and take this shit serious, like. Niggas is a joke, I take it serious though. Yo, look. If Drake shooters doing TikToks, nigga really shooting in your gang, that's peace, brother. Y'all ain't getting shit shot, nigga. Can't listen to the stick talking falsetto, saving for a hip hop, nigga. You don't even be at home, dog. You a souvenir out the gift shop, nigga. Still mad about that one hoe. We ain't even fuck, I just lip lock with her. I get active when it's wartime. I ain't even really let my dick drop, nigga. What the fuck I heard Rick drop, nigga. Talking something about a nose job, nigga. Ozempic got a side effect of jealousy and doubt. I never told y'all niggas. Put a nigga in the bars, let a nigga rock, kinda like your old job, nigga. House sitting on some land, but it's out where no one even really know y'all niggas. Bitches gotta drive 2 hours for you pay them just to give a blowjob, nigga. Must've started up a snowball, cause my last record deal was 400 ends. These days, that's a low bar, nigga. Hey, who's next on the list? Which one of my so-called niggas? Which one of my so-called niggas? Which one of my so-called niggas need a sheriff on the clip? Always knew I had to smoke y'all niggas. Good kid, Mad City van, we'll pot the latch and make the door slide. Tears running down my cheek, laughing at you pussy dying, it's a war cry. Weekend music getting played in all the spots where boys got a little more pride. That's why all your friends dip into Atlanta paying just to find a tour guide. Abel run your fucking bread, need to buy buy some more chains for some more guys. Let me find another street nigga I could take to the game court side. Let me get a used Ferrari for a rapper, take the nigga on a horse ride. Anything to take a spotlight off the fact the boss is a drugged out little punk sissy from the north side. Rock him talking shit again. Gas cause you hit my being first, nigga do the math who I was hitting in. I ain't even know you rap still cause they only talking about your fit again. Probably gotta have a kid again for you think of dropping any shit again. Even when you do drop, they gon' say you should've modeled cause it's mid again. Smoking 50 but they should've put you on the first one trying to get it in. Ask Spring if this a good idea the next time you cuddled in a bed again. Shit, leave until you leave the boy alone before you get your head split again. Pluto shit made me sick to my stomach, we ain't never really been through it. Lil Wayne, he a fucking lame, so I know he had to be an influence. These niggas had a plan and they finally found a way to rope you into it. 2 separate albums dissing, I just did a Kim to it, nigga skim through it. Me and Savage had the hose dripping wet at shows, almost had to swim to it. K-Dot shit is only hitting hard when Baby King put his pen to it. Ross calling me the white boy and the shit kinda got a ring to it. Cause all these rappers waving white flags while the whole fucking club sing to it. Murder scene on your man tonight, then come to vigil with the candlelight. Body at the fucking body and you know Rick reading my Miranda rights. I'm going on vacation, I hope next time y'all plan it right. Cause you gotta pay for saying my name. Guess now niggas understand the price, man. What? Hey, Kendrick just opened his mouth. Someone go hand him a Grammy right now. Where's your uncle at? Cause I wanna talk to the man of the house. West Coast niggas do phase, right? Come get this ass whooping, I'm handing them out. You wanna take off for real? Then come get his legacy out of my house. A cease and desist is for hoes. Can't listen to lies that come out of your mouth. You caught a 2-pack of steak and begged them to sue me and get that shit down. I'm losing perspective on beef. Boy went to send beat and I kill you for fun. Your daddy got robbed by Top. You stunning and Wayne like father like son. And Anthony set up the plays. Kojo be charging you double for none. They shook about what I'ma say, but texting your phone like we already won. You tell me what I shouldn't say, but fucking my nigga, it's already done. We already know it's a 20v1. We already know why you went #1. It's clearly because of the boy. The honorable thing is to give me the loot. You right about fuck the big 3. It's only Big D and it's video proof. Our son should go play at the park. 2 light-skinned kids, this shit would be cute. Unless you don't wanna be seen with anyone that isn't blacker than you. We get it, we got it. The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. We get that you like to put gin in your juice. We get that you think that you bishop and juice. When you put your hands on your girl, is it self-defense cause she bigger than you? Your back is up against the curb. You digging for dirt, she be digging for proof. Why did you move to New York? Is it cause you living that bachelor life? Proposed in 2015, but don't wanna make her your actual wife. I'm guessing this wedding ain't happening right, cause we know the girls that you actually like. The darkest secrets are coming to light. It's all on your face like what happened to Mike. Oh shit, it's all making sense. Maybe I'm Prince and you actually Mike. Michael was praying his features would change, so people believe that he's actually white. Top will make you do features for change. Get on pop breakers and rap for the whites. And wait, you say your brother Jermaine, but you only him to stay out of the light. Oh shit, just follow me right, cause nothing you saying could bother me right. I get off the plane and nothing has changed. I head to Delilah with all of my ice. Head to Delilah with all of my ice. Head to Delilah with all of my ice. This shit gotta be over by now for anyone out here that's calling it right. You're dead. You're dead. You're dead. There's nowhere to hide, there's nowhere to hide, you know what I mean. They hired a crisis management team to clean up the fact that you beat on your queen. The picture you painted ain't what it seemed. You're dead.
Do you know what? Yeah, I am so glad that I've taken the time to actually listen to these, because if truth be told, I think when you kind of read like some of the blogs and stuff, and you know, naturally, because this has been like a massive thing everywhere, so you will see things pop up on socials and whatever, and my feeling from what I've seen, even though that you'll see people in different camps kind of going back and forth and stuff, but my feeling is that Kendrick just murdered Drake like it was like a landslide, flawless victory. That's kind of what the vibe is I'm getting. And maybe again, this is my naivety. Do you know what I mean? Like, so again, this is just my opinion, and I'm giving my opinion because I got a channel. But I feel like actually Drake is giving as good as he's getting here, because this to me was just as savage, really, as Euphoria. Because he's gone in, he said, you know, you wanted to get deep and down with the kids and the family and stuff. So like, all right, and safe. Do you know what I mean? Like, I wanted to keep PG, but you wanted to go there, so go there. So you beat on your wife then, yeah? This is what he's saying in this track. You beat on your wife then, talking about, is it self-defense that she's bigger than you? Like, again, like, it keeps that thread about the fact that he's small, both figuratively and literally as well. But you know, any kind of especially with what's going on with the whole Diddy situation and stuff right now, like that whole DV situation is not something that anybody wants any part of. Do you know what I mean? Because not only is it abhorrent, like it's absolutely abhorrent, but even if you're like throwing smoke about it, you're now raising questions about something which I mean, I would hate for anything like that to be said about me. Do you know what I mean? So I can only imagine what that would make Kendrick feel like. But unless it's just, you know, water for ducks back because he knows it's not true. I don't know. I feel. I mean, there were some people in there that I don't even know who he was talking about, but I feel as though he had a line in there for everybody, talking about how some people's tracks are weak, and actually only better because someone else will come and put pen to paper for them. The fact that they're talking about his Grammy and his uncle, and the fact that like that's, we all know the reason that you won. The fact that it is 20 versus 1 and that he's coming like on his own repping himself, but he's literally coming for anybody, whoever wants to say. He says so much. Obviously again talked about his status, the amount of money that he's making, and the fact that it isn't even a comparison at this point. He said so much in that. Like I probably need to go through it again line by line, but I also liked the transition that he made between like the three kind of beats and stuff. Like it really felt like an onslaught. Like it was like a proper onslaught to me. If we're going in terms of like diss track by diss track, I don't even know how to call this at the moment because I feel like they've both now gone for jugular points. I mean, when family's involved and you're talking about home situation, when he was talking about him being a fake prophet, and that he claimed to be this black messiah, but doesn't even go back and plant no trees in his home community, and the fact that he's, you know, preaching about you know, Drake being like he's trying to be black, but he's like, but you know, your queen is a mixed queen anyway, like, which, you know, I guess is arguments about how people see people and what, you know, what that even means, but the fact that he's trying to call that out anyway is ridiculously personal, and it made me go, wow, man, like he's gone there. Okay, talking about the fact that there's beef about some girl that he didn't even sleep with, that he just kissed, and the fact that we're still talking about this, and that somebody, I can't remember which rapper he was talking about, had got with was talking about getting with his girl, but saying that actually you don't even know who I was even seeing at the time. So basically, this seemed like a big fu to everyone. It reminds me a little bit of when Tupac was at the end of Hit 'Em Up with Tupac, when he was coming for everybody. I mean, again, no, that was beyond legendary though. So I just mean the fact that he had a list of people that he was working on a list of and was coming for all of them. So yeah, I'm impressed, and actually, I'm even more impressed that like I'm listening to Drake's flow as well, and I didn't even know he could spit bars that quickly. I just didn't. I just don't think I've ever taken the time to rate him as an actual like MC. Like I've never really, but actually seeing how long he's been in the game for, and the fact that you know I think his wordplay like is brilliant. I think what he's doing here is really great. So I don't know. I don't feel as though this is just a landslide anything, which is what I thought I was gonna come on here and see. Like, oh yeah, I've just seen Kendrick wipe the floor with him, but I don't know. I don't feel like that. But okay. And then the next one after this is Meet the Grahams. So this is from Kendrick, and this was dropped about an hour or two after Drake's Family Matters, shocking everyone at the speed and indicating it was already mostly complete beforehand. So okay, so he was already in. Okay, so that answers kind of my question before what I was saying. So he must have had this in the bank already. It came out just a few hours, maybe made like a few. I mean, I guess it is quite exciting, really. Do you know what I mean? It is like what they're going to say next. As long as it stays just, you know, for entertainment and stuff. But then, you know, it's hard, man, because I don't know, man. I mean, I don't like anyone talking about my family. joke or otherwise, not funny. So it amazes me how people can keep it like just, oh, it's just the game, it's fine. Because for me, you've said that stuff. Like I could never imagine sitting down there with my foot cock up with somebody that's had anything to say about my cousins or my aunties or my mums or my dad, like my partner, my kid. Like I can't imagine ever then like breaking bread with that person. I mean, oh, it's just the game, just the industry we're in. Like, I don't know. So I don't know how they get past that. This is 6 minutes and 33 seconds long. Okay, wow. So Kendrick has got a lot to say.
Dear Adonis, I'm sorry that man is your father, let me be honest. It takes a man to be a man, your dad is not responsive. I look at him and wish your grandpa would have wore a condom. I'm sorry that you gotta grow up and then stand behind them. Life is hard, I know. The challenges always go beat us home. Sometimes our parents make mistakes that affect us until we grown. And you're a good kid that need good leadership. Let me be your mentor, since your daddy don't teach you shit. Never let a man piss on your leg, son. Either you die right there or pop that man in the head, son. Never fall in the escort business, that's bad religion. Please remember, you could be a bitch even if you got bitches. Never code switch, whether right or wrong. You're a black man, even if it don't benefit your goals. Do some push-ups, get some discipline. Don't cut them corners like your daddy did. Fuck what Ozempic did. Don't pay to play with them Brazilians. Get a gym membership. Understand, no throwing rocks and hiding hands, that's law. Don't be ashamed about who you with, that's how he treats your moms. Don't have a kid to hide again, be sure. 5% will comprehend, but 95 is lost. Be proud of who you are. Your strength come from within. Lot of superstars that's real, but your daddy ain't one of them. And you nothing like him. You'll carry yourself as king. Can't understand me right now. Just play this when you 18.
As if he's sending a message to his kids.
Dear Sandra, your son got some habits, I hope you don't undermine them. Especially with all the girls that's hurt inside this climate. You're a woman, so you know how it feels to be in alignment with emotions, hoping a man can see you and not be blinded. Dear Dennis, you gave birth to a master manipulator. Even using you to prove who he is a huge favor. I think you should ask for more paper, and more paper, and more paper. I'm blaming you for all his gambling addictions, psychopath intuition, the man that liked to play victim. You raised a horrible fucking person, the nerve of you, Dennis. Sandra, sit down, what I'm about to say is heavy, now listen. Your son's a sick man with sick thoughts, I think niggas like him should die. Him and Weinstein should get fucked up in a cell for the rest of their life. He hates black women, hypersexualize them with kinks of an info fetish. Grew facial hair because he understood being a beard just fit him better. He got sex offenders on OVO that he keep on a monthly allowance. A child should never be compromised and he keeping his child around him. And we gotta raise our daughters knowing there's predators like him lurking. Fuck a rap battle, he should die so all of these women can live with a purpose. I've been in this industry 12 years, I'ma tell y'all one little secret. It's some weird shit going on and some of these artists be here to police it. They be streamlining victims all inside of their home and calling them tender. Then leak videos of themselves to further push their agendas. To any woman that be playing this music, know that you're playing your sister. Or better yet, selling your niece. To the weirdos, not the good ones. Cat Williams, I gave you the truth, so I'ma get mines. The embassy about to get raided too, it's only a matter of time. Hey, Lil Bron, keep the family away. Hey, Curry, keep the family away. To anybody that embody the love for their kids, keep the family away. They looking at you too if you standing by him. Keep the family away. I'm looking to shoot through any pervert that lives. Keep the family safe. Dear baby girl, I'm sorry that your father not active inside your world. He don't commit to much but it's music, yeah, that's for sure. He a narcissist, misogynist, living inside his songs. Try to destroy families rather than taking care of his own. Should be teaching you timetables or watching Frozen with you. Or at your 11th birthday singing poems with you. Instead he being Turks paying for sex and popping perks. Examples that you don't deserve. I wanna tell you that you're loved, you're brave, you're kind. You gotta gift to change the world and can change your father's mind. Cause our children is the future, but he lives inside confusion. Money's always been illusion, but that's the life he's used to. His father probably didn't claim him neither. History do repeats itself, sometimes it don't need a reason. But I would like to say it's not your fault that he's hiding another child. Give him grace, this the reason I made Mr. Morale, so our babies like you can cope later. Give you some confidence to go through something, it's hope later. I never want to hear you chasing men, cause it's felt behavior. Sitting in the club with sugar daddies for validation. You need to know that love is eternity and trumps all pain. I tell you who your father is, just play this song when it rains. Yes, he's a hit maker, songwriter, superstar, right? And a fucking deadbeat that should never say more life. Meet the Grams.
So I heard about him having some secret daughter.
Dear Hybrid, I know you probably thinking I wanted to crash your party, but truthfully I don't have a hating bone in my body. It's supposed to be a good exhibition within the game, but you fucked up the moment you called out my family's name. Why you had to stoop so low to discredit some decent people? Guess integrity is lost when the metaphors doesn't reach you. And I like to understand, cause your house was never a home. 37, but you showing up as a 7-year-old. You got gambling problems, drinking problems, pill popping and spending problems. Bad with money, whorehouse, soliciting women problems. Therapy's a lovely start, but I suggest some ayahuasca. Strip the ego from the bottom. I try to empathize with you, cause I know that you ain't been through nothing. Crave entitlement, but wanna be like so bad that it's puzzling. No dominance. Let's recap moments when you didn't fit in. No secret handshakes with your friend. No culture cachet to binge. Just disrespecting your mother. Identities on the fence. Don't know which family will love you. The skin that you living in is compromised and personas. Can't channel your masculine even when standing next to a woman. You a body shamer. You go hide them baby mamas, ain't you? You embarrassed of them. That's not right. That ain't how mama raised us. Take that mask off. I wanna see what's under them achievements. Why believe you? You never gave us nothing to believe in. Cause you lied about religious views. You lied about your surgery. You lied about your accent and your past tense. All is perjury. You lied about your ghost riders. You lied about your crew members. They all pussy. You lied on them. I know they all got you in them. You lied about your son. You lied about your daughter, huh? You lied about them other kids that's out there hoping that you come. You lied about the only artist that can offer you some help. Fuck a rap battle. This a long life battle with yourself.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie, that listen, I'm not even someone that listens to rap much, yeah. I'm not at all. I think I've said that all the way through. But even me, I'm sat here being like, fam, this is actually insane. This is some really clever, again, from him putting on the whole, I'm going to just come up with a little subliminal here, and then he just comes out, Drake comes out all guns blazing, being like, I'm going to come direct here, and wrap that up with some Tupac and Snoop as well to help corroborate it further. Then Kendrick comes out with an absolute visceral attack, but then Drake comes back with was that Family Matters? Yeah, with Family Matters, where he basically puts Kendrick on blast for many things, and then he comes back with like a 5-6 page letter, like, to his son, to his mum, to his dad, to his unknown daughter, to him himself. I'm just super impressed. I mean, again, look, I don't know, because I mean, he's saying that, like, he's never been a hater, he's got no hating bone in his body, but at the same breath, he's telling him that the man should die, like, and that should never see more life. Just like Weinstein, they call him a predator. Is there something I'm missing here? Like, because to be fair, I have seen something on Insta, and I don't know if this is what it means, but like, isn't like, and I thought it was really odd when I heard about it, to be fair, because I was like, we just don't really put two people together. 11 from Stranger Things, Millie Bobby Thornton, is it? And her and Drake are like really good friends. The clip I saw was her talking about him giving her like really like good like boyfriend advice or something, and on boys, and she's like, oh, but that advice stays in the chat or something. But I just would never have put them two together because and maybe it's my own fault because obviously in Stranger Things like they're just kids, aren't they? So I guess I still see her as a little tiny baby, but she's not, obviously isn't. But yeah, so I don't know if that what is he referring to about this predator thing? I mean that is a big thing to say to someone. Oof. Wow, man, there are so many things that he dropped in that, like calling out his dad and saying his dad didn't, you raised an awful, terrible person. You might say that's someone's dad. Like the person you've raised is absolutely awful. Gambling problems. What is Percocet? All these perks. Well, I don't. I've heard Eddie Murphy mention that before in Not Your Professor, and I don't know what Percocets are, but he's mentioned them as well. So popping pills. There's some kind of like pain relief pills or something. I don't know. The fact that he's gone on to his mum, I think he kind of was a little bit easy. Well, I'm saying it's his mum, but it felt like Sandra is his mum. I don't know. But even addressing his son directly, I mean, and what is the deal with this daughter? Because I've heard that isn't true, like, or something. And again, I can't remember where I saw that. And that might have been on Instagram, but I saw something that basically said that Drake had rebutted that and that turned out to not be the case or something. So it then begs the question, if it isn't true, because it makes you think, well, what else isn't true than what you're saying, and where did you get the information from? And to dedicate a whole stanza and verse and section, whole penned letter to something that might not be true, don't know. But this is, again, how do you come back from this? Like, I understand that, like, if this is just the game and whatever, and you bust shots at people, but I don't know how you come back from this, because I mean, what it then would tell me is that you ain't looking to come back from this either. I mean, Euphoria was very, very, very clear. I hate the way you walk. I hate the way you talk. Like, so, I don't think there's any coming back from this anyway, but I don't know. You'd have to be a specially built kind of person, I think, to be able to take these kind of like direct shots at the people that you love and just be like, yeah, cool, man, it's just the game. No, sorry. Like, forever and a day. Especially because it's not just like one time, one thing, one time. This is something that's now been recorded where people can listen to this over and over and over around the world. Like, no, that's it. Like, we're not cool. We're never going to be cool. Like, it's done for. Like, I don't even like the idea that somebody could be like talking about me behind my back that's meant to be a friend of mine, and this is someone that like I respected and cared for and cared about and brought them on. No, that can't fly. So for me, at this point, I feel like I have to give it to Kendrick, because this is so tactical. It's so tactical and structured and deadly. It is absolutely like fatality upon fatality. I don't know how you come back from this. So I don't know whether Drake has had anything else to say. So on the same day, Kendrick also dropped Not Like Us. So he's not. What? On the same day? Are you joking? Not Like Us. What else is it? What else is there to say? What? Oh, that's actually shocked me, man. That's actually shocked me. This is beyond staying on someone's neck. This is literally like, I'm gonna snap your neck off. Like, there's not. Wow. This is. I feel like. I mean, again, I don't follow enough to know if there's any more beefs on this kind of level, but this, I'm now understanding why so many people are talking about it, because this is huge. This is two people that are have won Grammys, have sold out venues, are critically acclaimed in their respective areas and stuff, who are going 10 for leather at each other. This is juicy than EastEnders. Like, wow! Do.
Psst, I see dead people. Aye, monster on the beat, ho, Debo, any rap nigga, he a free throw, man down, call her Amber Lambs, tell him breathe, bro, nail a nigga to the cross, he walk around like Tizo. What's up with these jabroni ass niggas trying to see Compton? The industry can hate me, fuck them all and they mama. How many options you really got? I mean, it's too many options. I'm finna pass on this body, I'm John Stockton.
I don't hear John Stockton.
Beat your ass and hide the Bible if God watching. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. Certified boogeyman, I'm the one that up to score with him. Walk him down whole time, I know he got some hoe in him. Pole on him, extort shit, bully the flow on him. Say Drake, I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to cell block 1. To any bitch that talk to him and they in love, just make sure you hide your little sister from him. They tell me Chubb's the only one that get your hand-me-downs and party at the party playing with his nose now. And Baka got a weird case, why is he around? Certified lover boys, certified pedophiles. Wop, 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 that fuck him up. Wop, 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 I'ma do my stuff. Why you trolling like a bitch, ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor. They not like us, they not like us, they not like us. They not like us, they not like us, they not like us. You think the Bay gon' let you disrespect Pop, nigga? I think that Oakland show gon' be your last stop, nigga. They cold foul, I don't know why you still pretending. What is the owl? Bird niggas and bird bitches, go. The audience not dumb, shape the stories how you want. Hey Drake, they're not slow. Rabbit hole is still deep, I can go further, I promise. Ain't that something? P-Ret stands for bitchin'. You Malibu most wanted, ain't no law boy, you ball boy. Fetch Gatorade or something. Since 2009, I had this bitch jumping. You niggas will get a wedgie, be flipped over your boxes, or over your foe. The other vaginal option, pussy. Nigga better straighten they posture. Got favors all up in contact. Might write this with a doctor. Tell a pop star quit hiding. Fuck a caption, won't action. No accident, I'm hands on. He fuck around, get polished. Fucked on Wayne Grow, he was in jail. That's conniving. Then get his face tatted like a bitch apologizing. I'm glad D-Rose came home, y'all didn't deserve him neither. From Alondra down to Central, nigga better not speak on Serena. And your homeboy needs subpoena. That predator moving flocks. That name gotta be registered and placed on neighborhood watch. I lean on you niggas like another line of walk. Yeah, it's all eyes on me and I'ma send it up the pot. Ayy, put the road label on me, I'ma get them dropped. Ayy, sweet chin music and I won't pass the ox. Ayy, how many stocks do I really have in stock? Ayy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 5. Ayy, devil is a lie, he is 69 God. Ayy, freaky ass niggas need to stay their ass inside. Ayy, roll their ass up like a fresh pack of Zod. Ayy, city is back up, it's a must, we outside. Ayy. They not like us, they not like us, they not like us. They not like us, they not like us, they not like us. Once upon a time, all of us was in chains. Homie still double down, calling us some slaves. Atlanta was the mecca, building railroads and trains. Bear with me for a second, let me put y'all on game. The settlers was using town folk to make them richer. Fast forward 2024, you got the same agenda. You run to Atlanta when you need a check balance. Let me break it down for you, this the real nigga challenge. You caught Future when you didn't see the club. Ay, what? Lil' baby help you get your lingo up. What? 21 get your false street cred. Thug make you feel like you a slime in your head. Ay, what? Quavo said you can be from Northside. What? 2 Chainz say you good but he lied. You run to Atlanta when you need a few dollars. No, you not a colleague, you a fucking colonizer. The family matter and the truth for the matter. It was God's plan to show y'all the liar. He a fan, he a fan, he a fan. He a fan, he a fan, he a freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Hey, 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 run for your life. Hey, 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 run for your life. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Hey, 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 run for your life. Hey, 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 run for your life. Let me hear you say OV ho. OV ho. Say OV ho. OV ho. Then step this way, step that way. Then step this way, step that way. Are you my friend? Are we locked in? Then step this way, step that way. Then step this way, step that way.
This is hard still, I'm not gonna lie, the beat has got me on this one. I feel like he's Kendrick's, he's like, ooh, ooh, I do like what he does, like how he uses his voice to kind of like give these different sounds as he's rapping. I mean, like, it's not just the same sound that he's rapping, like, he's got different, like, textures of his voice that he uses as well, and kind of gives, like, different kind of, like, slight accents and different kind of, like, just how he's delivering the bars is slightly different, and that makes it interesting and makes it more, and, like, and I could hear him getting more hyped with certain bits of it, and the beat does nothing but make it even more like oh, okay. So again, in this one, there's probably more that I didn't get, and there's probably more references in this one that I didn't get really. Just, I mean, like, he's talking about a lot of other rappers that have put him on and said he was good, and he doesn't agree, basically, and that he, I guess, needs to be careful in certain areas that he's going to, like. Because I mean, he said something about like one of his shows being his last one or something if he goes there, saying that he needs to go to places like Atlanta to kind of get his money up, but calling him not a colleague, a colonizer. I see dead people, so I mean, I'm guessing that's a reference to that, like, he doesn't even rate him. Like, I see dead people on this track. Amos on the beat, how Debo on the rap. He a free throw, a man down, call an ambulance, tell him breathe, bro. Nail it to the cross, he walk around like Tizo, don't know who Tizo is. What's up with these jabroni ass trying to see Compton? The industry can hate me. No, mama, how many ups you really got? I mean, it's too many options. I'm finna pass on this body. I'm done. Again, I don't know who John Saxon is. Beat your ass and hide the Bible if God watching. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show. Certified boogeyman. I'm the one that upped the score with him, walk him down the whole time. I know how he got some. Because and when you mentioned that before about how he sees him as being quite like female, like a nut, or feminine, and you know that he hasn't got much masculinity to him and stuff, even when standing next to another woman. Pole on him, extort, bully, death row on him, say Drake, I hear you like I'm young. So again, another reference to him being predatory, and also kind of like referencing him having some kind of like predatory ring as well. Like, so that is, I mean, this is just like revelations to me, because I'm just like, what? The thing is, I say revelations at the same time. Like, I kind of, it's utterly disgusting. Like, and I feel like there are so many things that are coming out about people allegedly, anyway, and you kind of, it doesn't surprise me anymore. I'm surprised that Drake is in the firing line for this kind of stuff, because again, I don't know. I don't you well, I don't know. Like I was about to say, you see successful people, you don't really think that they can be capable of those kind of things. But then actually, a lot of the people that are successful are the ones that are, obviously not all of them, but a lot of them that are in positions of power to be able to do these kind of things. I mean, like, so it's like, well, it's actually not surprising, but it is at the same point. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's just a shocking revelation if this is the case. So, you better not go to cell block 1. I'm guessing he's talking about prison. To any B that talk to him and then love, just make sure you hide your little sister from him. They tell me Chubbs, I don't know if Chubbs is the only one that gets your hand-me-downs, and party at the party playing with his nose now. And Backhand got a weird case. Why is he around? Certified lover boy, certified P. Are these part of Drake's crew then, I'm guessing? They're not like us. They're not like us. You think the Bay gonna let you disrespect Pac? So how would they feel that he disrespected Tupac? Was that by using his AI? I think the Oakland show gonna be your last stop. Did Cole foul? I don't know why he's still pretending. What is on? What is the owl? Bird and bird go. The audience is not dumb. Shape the stories now how you want. Hey Drake, they're not slow. Rabbit hole is still deep. I can go further, I promise. Ain't that something? B Red stands for, and you might be more. So he's even saying he's got more receipts than for Drake. But again, if the daughter thing is proven to be untrue, okay. Ain't no law, boy. You ball boy, fetch, get Gatorade or something. Since 2009, I had this jump in. You get a wedgie, be flipped over your boxes. What OVO for the other vaginal option? Is that what, when he's like, say OVO, is that what he was? Okay. I don't know why, that dear. Sweating that posture, get famous all up in Compton. Might write this for the docket. Tell the pop star, quit hiding. Caption, one action, not accident, and I'm hands-on. And get polished. I'm weighing girl while he was in jail. That's conniving. Did he do that? Did Drake do that? Lil Wayne and Lil Wayne's missus, Drake and her were having some kind of thing when Lil Wayne was in prison. Then get his face tatted like a apologizing. Is Drake? I didn't realize Drake had any face tattoos. I think is that who he's referring to? Then get his face tatted like a apologizing. I'm glad D-Rose came home. Y'all didn't serve him neither. From I don't know these people. No, they better not speak on Serena. See, my first thought goes to Serena Williams, but I'm guessing it's not her that she's talking about. And your homeboy needs subpoena that Predator moving flux again. Another drop of the Predator. I mean, what? I mean, okay. So far, yeah, I feel as though the kind of things that Kendrick has come out with are so damaging in terms of like for me career wise, particularly in this kind of Weinstein-y, Diddy, like, kind of climate. And who was the guy with the island? Epstein, Weinstein, Diddy, like all these big mogully people, or whatever. Like in this kind of current climate, any mention of these kind of things, I think it's got to be like career damaging, right? I would have thought. So I'm just thinking, whatever comes next, because I'm presuming there'll be a next from Drake. Whatever comes next, there needs to be some very staunch and very, very clear deniability to all of this, because this is awful. If like even to be accused of this in this at any point in any way, but particularly now, like this is awful. Registered in place of neighborhood watch. I lean on you like another line of work. Yeah, it's all eyes on me, and I'm gonna send it up to Puck. Put the wrong label on me, I'm gonna get them dropped. Sweet tune music, and I won't pass the aux. How many stocks do I really want to have in stock? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 5. Devil is a lie. Yeah, 69. So 69. I didn't know what that meant. A 69 God. The first thing I thought of was like the position of a 69, but I can't imagine that. I don't know. I don't know what that means. Yeah, freaky ass. Need to stay there. Ass inside. Roll the ass up like a fresh pack of za. City's back up. It's a must. We outside. What's za? What's za? I don't know what za is. Once upon a time, all of us was in chains. Homicide doubled down, calling us some slaves. Atlanta was the mecca, building railroads and trains. Bear with me for a second, let me put y'all on game. The settlers was using town folk to make them richer. Fast forward 2024, you got the same agents. You run to Atlanta when you need a check balance. Let me break it down for you. This is the real challenge. So he's kind of, I mean, he mentioned that thing about the whole colonizer thing, and he's putting Drake in that same kind of bracket of, when black people were slaves. And he's saying that basically in 2024, you've got a new way to kind of make money off us, basically. Okay. You called Future when you didn't see the club. Lil Baby helped you get your lingo up. So you got people basically helping you to be culturally relevant. 21 gave you full street cred. Thug made you feel like you a slime in your head. Quavo said you can be from North Side. 2 Chainz said you good, but he lied. You run to Atlanta when you need a few dollars. No, you're not a colleague, just a colonizer. The family matter and the truth of the matter. It was God's plan to show y'all the liar. Here fan. Freaky ass, here fan. Let me hear you say, are you my friend? Are we locked in? Then step this way, step that way, then step this way, then step that way. Honestly, I know I keep saying this, but I'm just absolutely floored by the depths and the levels in which this has gone. And this to me, like I said earlier about, how to keep my cool and how to keep my calm, this is beyond done. There is, I cannot foresee any kind of reconciliation after this. The things that you say, words have power. And I've said this before, like, I'd prefer someone to hit me in the face and then to tell lies about me. Like, I absolutely can't stand a liar. Cannot stand a liar. And if you're in Drake's camp, surely you'd be saying that these are all lies. But if you're in Kendrick's camp, which has always come from what I can see anyway, from what I've seen so far, it always feels as though he's coming from a very authentic place. I can't see that he would believe that he's lying in what he's saying. So what are we then to make of this information? Oh my gosh. Okay, so the next rebuttal from that then was The Heart Part 6 by Drake, and that was on May the 5th. So this was the next day. The speed in which these things will come out is absolutely extraordinary. I cannot for the life of me understand how that's even possible. Aside from just having like around the clock, you got to think about finding the stories that you want to talk about, unless you already know them, then putting pen to paper to bring those stories to life in a really poetic, like very constructive, like beautiful way, like when it comes to like formulating rap bars and stuff, putting that to the beat and make sure that beat is sick as well, and doing that all within like a really short time frame. Like, I just find that really crazy.
Pulitzer Prize winner is definitely spiraling. I got your fucking lines tapped, I swear that I'm dialed in. First I was a rat, so where's the proof of the trial then? Where's the paperwork of the cabinet is filed in? 1090 Jake would've took all the walls down. The streets would've had me hiding out in a small town. My Montreal connects stand up, not fall down. The ones that you getting your stories from, they all clowns. I am a war general, seasoned in preparation. My jacket is covered in medals, honor and decoration. You waited for this moment, overcome with the desperation. We plotted for a week and then we fed you the information. A daughter that's 11 years old, I bet he takes it. We thought about giving a fake name or a destination, but you so thirsty, you not concerned with investigation. Instead, you in that Venice studio, it's a celebration. You gotta learn to fact check things and be less impatient. Your fans are rejoicing, thinking this is my expiration. Even the picture you use, the jokes and the medication, the Maybach glove and the drug he uses for less inflation. Master manipulator, you bid on a speculation. You dumb and reactive, nigga, I'm petty with dedication. What about the bones we dug up in that excavation? And why isn't Whitney denying all of the allegations? Why is she following Dave free and not Mr. Morale? You haven't seen the kids in 6 months, the distance is wild. Dave leaving heart emojis underneath pics of the child. Speaking of anything with a child, let's get to that now. This Epstein angle was the shit I expected. TikTok videos you collected and dissected. Instead of being on some disdirect shit, you rather fucking grab your pen and misdirect shit. My mom came over today and I was like, mother, wait a second. That's that one record where you say you got molested. Oh, fuck me, I just made the whole connection. This about to get so depressing. This is trauma from your own confessions. This when your father leave you home alone with no protection, so neglected. That's why these pedophile raps and shit you so obsessed with, it's so excessive. They acting like it's so aggressive, but you just never known affection. I don't wanna dish you anymore, this really got me second guessing. Touch My Body by Mariah Carey play, you probably start reflecting. I never been with no one underage, but now I understand why that's the angle that you really mess with. Just for clarity, I feel disgusted, I'm too respected. If I was fucking young girls, I promise I'd have been arrested. I'm way too famous for the shit you just suggested, but that's not the lesson. Clearly there's a deeper message. Deep cuts that never healed and now they got infected. Like if Dave really fucked your girl and got her pregnant. Talk about breeding resentment. Not sure how to ease the sentiment, the shit's too intimate. I'm praying you recover from both incidents, but you a piece of shit, so this shit really no coincidence. Drake is not a name that you gon' see on no sex offender list. Easy does it. You mentioned an A minor, but niggas gotta be sharp and tell the fans who was it. You thought you left D flat, D major. I'll slit your throat with the razor and do Rick Ross air like that one flight from Malaysia. I'm your baby mama screensaver. Only fucking with Whitney's, not Millie Bobby Browns. I never look twice at no teenager. I'm a fucking hit maker, dawg, not a peacemaker. Yeah, bullets that I'm stuffing in each chamber. Your ass in extreme danger. Stop buying views and buy comments. You may as well keep the paper. Shit you about to need for later. I give a fuck about your streaming data. You could drop 100 more records, I'll see you later. Yeah, maybe when you meet your maker. I don't wanna fight with a woman beater. It feeds your nature. If you still bumping R. Kelly, you could thank the savior. Said if they deleted his music, then your music is going to a hypocrite. I don't understand why these people praise you. Sounding like you sent him commissary when he needs some paper. Album dropping soon, no wonder you turn a clout chaser instead of doing hard labor. Nigga, I see you when I see you like Fantasia. And Whitney, you can hit me if you need a favor. And when I say I hit your back, it's a lot safer. I promise. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this shit was some good exercise. Like, it's good to get out, get the pen working. You would be a worthy competitor if I was really a predator and you weren't fucking lying to every blogger and editor, but it is what it is. You definitely got this shit burnt the fuck out though. Like, you got 10 more records to drop. The one before the last one, we finessed you into telling a story that doesn't even exist. And then you go and drop the West Coast one and try and cover that up. I would like that one. That would be some shit I could dance to if you wasn't tripling down on some whole other bullshit. But, you know, at least your fans are getting some raps out of you. I'm happy I can motivate you, bring you back to the game, like, you know. But just let me know when we're getting to the facts. Everything in my shit is facts. I'm waiting on you to return the favor, like.
I feel like what I asked for, I kind of got, really. Because he's made it quite clear in that, and I think, you know, if he, there was that thing in the documentary was talking about like him coming out and being found out to have ghostwriters and stuff, and obviously he's talking quite clearly about putting his own pen to paper there. So I think if he is actually writing these bars, I think it's absolutely brilliant. I actually really rate the fact that he's been able to answer everything that Kendrick has said, basically. And said, you know, you've come. The biggest thing really is that we fed you that story, which, if that is the case, surely that's just, because what that then says to me is that not only is like, you can look at it from a flow perspective and what the tune's saying, but it's showing that you are like 25 leagues ahead. You're like 25 steps ahead of this person, because you know that they're going to take the bait, allegedly. Like, and I'm saying allegedly because if this is not the case and it isn't true, and actually he's fed this information out there, and then Kendrick has then made a song about it, it really, really looks bad. It's just like, oh wow, like, you're spitting what I'm allowing you to spit. Like, that to me is a massive L. It's got to be. As much as I felt like he came for him and it was like, but that, because you got to think that section of that letter that Kendrick did for his daughter, that to me came at a point where it was like a really poignant point in the song. Do you know what I mean? Like, and that was almost like his killer bullet almost. And actually, it wasn't. From what he's saying here, it's not even true. Like, I fed you that, and then you take it. You know, he's talking. He said that, you know, he's petty and dedicated, and as opposed to being impatient and I can't remember the other adjective that he used. But again, making that comparison, this just gave very much just like bus. I wouldn't say that this went in as hard in terms of wanting to like dance to it or anything like that, but in terms of like just a good rebuttal. You know, the fact he's saying, you know, he gave me a little exercise. Do you know what I mean? It's good that, you know, you got your little fans to hear some raps from you. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's good. You know, that's fair play. I would have even said that the last tune was kind of something to bop to. Do you know what I mean? If you weren't talking top crap, but you know, fair play. And again, he really, really did. I mean, he even mentioned the Millie Bobby Thornton thing that I just mentioned, like, which is weird. So he's kind of to my, I guess, satisfaction. He's just gone. That's all crap. There's never been like. Do you not think I'd have been arrested by now? As famous as I am, yeah. Do you not think that would have already gone down? I mean, that to me isn't necessarily an absolvement of any kind of guilt, really, because there's been lots of people that have done lots of heinous things and have not been, you know, taken down by the law. So I don't think that in itself is enough to say, well, that definitely didn't happen. But I mean, I'm hoping it didn't, because it's absolutely awful. Do you know what I mean? Like, so I guess what I'm trying to say is his response to it, I think, is really, it's been really good. You kind of nailed it, really. You know, you're trying to come for this Epstein stuff. It's like, you know, I knew you were going to try and go there. And it's like, you know, but it's not true. So I kind of feel like he has kind of answered that. He doesn't rate this guy at all. Like, and I kind of got that in this. It's just like, you know, this is just beneath me. You are beneath me. This whole thing is beneath me. And yeah, thanks for the little sparring. I feel like you needed it. So again, I feel like my winner, or my whoever's ahead, is changed with each one, because there's got to be so much skill and stuff that comes with being able to answer someone or allege things or whatever, and do it in such a way that like fits with a tune. And I just think, this is definitely reignited my love for rap, if I'm honest, because like how you use those words, because you're not. It obviously different to vocals, and that you haven't got these really long big notes or intricate runs and stuff to play with, but you still have textures. You still got like how quickly you fit like certain words within a sentence, like, you know, the double meaning towards things. What can be quite. I just think it's really clever. It's just really, 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 really clever. And I think, yeah, there needs to be a little bit more rap in my life, 100%. So, okay. Now, you've also set me a side mission here. It says Rick Ross weighed in, because I believe he was mentioned in Push-Ups, which he was mentioned in Push-Ups, and coined the phrase BBL Drizzy. The rumours that Drake had abdominal etching. So, yeah, because he's mentioned that about a few times, about you've not told the truth about your surgery and stuff. And I mean, is that even something that people can do? You can actually have, like, I mean, I guess you can have surgery on anything, I guess, these days, but you can actually have, like, a six-pack surgery. I didn't even know that was even a thing. Metro Boomin, produced Like That, was mentioned in Push-Ups and was told by Drake to shut up and make some drums, so he did. He made a beat over a sample called BBL Drizzy and challenged all aspiring rappers to submit a verse over the beat for a prize of 10k and a free beat from Metro. It went absolutely viral on Twitter. And then the Latin community hopped on and made a viral song called LBBL. What? Right, okay, let me just have a quick look at this, sorry. I mean, it's the first thing that comes up, BBL Drizzy. challenge people to it. But I guess I'm not gonna hear that unless I know who they are. I can't see. Okay, there's one here called Miles. So
Kendrick Lamar and Drake. Kendrick Lamar and Drake versus who the fuck is that one guy everybody's tagging? He's so ass. He can't rap. He's fucking garbage. Like, who's this one dude that you know about? They're tagging this nigga. He's fucking dirt. Well, I guess he's gonna have to come in and show y'all how dirty he is. He doesn't care about this. He doesn't care about rap. I think I overheard he was on a hiatus and he came back just to make this hot garbage. Hot ass. Kendrick Lamar, Drake, Kendrick Lamar, Drake, Kendrick Lamar, Drake, Drake, Kendrick Lamar, Drake, Kendrick Lamar, Drake, Kendrick Lamar, Drake, Kendrick Lamar, Drake, Drake, Kendrick Lamar, Drake. BBL, yeah, that BBL dressing, this that BBL dressing, BBL dressing, BBL dressing, this that BBL, this that BBL shit. Hey, Drake, why you lose to a nigga? That's sure. Kendrick Lamar, Drake, Kendrick Lamar, Drake, Kendrick Lamar, Drake, Drake, Kendrick Lamar, 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 Drake. Oh, this is about Kendrick Lamar, Drake. This is about Kendrick Lamar, Drake.
what? How? Look, I'm not being funny. That got 3 million views. Like, what? I don't know what it is I've just seen. And the last thing you mentioned here is the LBBL, so I'm going to see if I can find that and see if there's any full Latin version. Let's hear it.
Y aquí sí saben el bochinche, como dice Anthony Santos. El Drake, BBL, el Drake, BBL y otra vez. El Drake, BBL, el Drake, BBL y otra vez. Oh, dijo, oh, dijo, oh, dijo, oh, dijo, oh, dijo, oh, dijo.
I mean, I can't lie. This is giving very much Carnival. Carnival about a potential BBL. Like, I can't believe that there's a whole track like that. Oh, okay. Well, this is definitely far more interesting than I initially gave it credit for. And I think listening to what's been said back and forth and how it's, I mean, this was when Brenda sent me this. This was on the 18th of May. Obviously, we're on the 27th of May now, so I don't know if there's been any updates since this point. But I feel like having not known where the beef even came from, to then actually hearing what's been said and how it's been said and whatever, this has been really super interesting, and I think it's easier not being part of it because you don't have any personal, like I with all the best respect in the world for everybody involved, like it doesn't concern me. Do you know what I mean? Like, so my feelings don't need to be hurt whatsoever. But I feel like if you were in their camp, particularly some of the accusations that have been made, like I think I don't know where you go from there and how a lot of, you can say very little to some people sometimes and things can pop off. And I would hope, that this is just industry performative shizzle and isn't steeped in anything deeper. But at the same time, like some of the things that has been said here, I don't see how it couldn't be deeper. I don't know how. That there's some really big things that have been alleged here. The fact that one of those things that has been made out to be true isn't true, like based on Drake's response, I think is a big L for me. I feel like if I had to say who had won, I don't think it's been a clear cut from anybody, if I'm honest. I really don't think it's been very clear cut, because I think there's been elements each time that one of them has come out with something that I've gone, wow, okay. I think one of the things that really surprised me is how much I really enjoyed Drake's flow. Like I didn't think, I just never really rated him as that kind of rapper, and like now I kind of have a newfound respect for Drake in that sense. I've definitely got a newfound respect for Kendrick, and just how he puts his craft together, and just in these songs I've heard so far, I'm like, wow, that's impressive. But I think had it not been for that last track, the Heart Part 6, I think I would have given this all to Kendrick. I think overall, I would have done, because I feel like there was just something very visceral about that. Even though I feel that Drake did come like hot out the gate with the first two, which were Push-Ups and also Tailor Made. I think he did come quite hard on the back of what wasn't even like a long bit from Kendrick. But I feel like in terms of how done Kendrick has been with Drake, I think he really did come for him. And then the one he did with Meet the Grahams, I thought that was also really I mean, yeah, Euphoria and Meet the Grahams thought were pretty deadly. But I think in Heart Part 6, I think he addressed so many things there that make me go, you are steps ahead of him. So even though he's made it quite personally that I don't like you make me sick, you've made it quite clear that I'm ahead of you. And I think when you've got that kind of like clarity, it's a bit like when someone is in an argument and they're getting really heated and whatever, and you're like, calm down, why are you getting so agitated? Do you know what I mean? Like that drives me mad. So I kind of feel that Drake's got that kind of energy with this. It's like, you can say you want, I mean, we fed you that information, so have a cookie this morning on a good day. So that's kind of where I feel I'm at with it, if I had to pick. But I do think it's very close, because I think they've both demonstrated some really interesting things when it comes to how they've produced these projects, man. Really, really interesting. And it'd be interesting to find out what happens next. As I said, I hope it all just remains, just pen to paper, vocals on tracks, and never becomes anything more serious than that. But yeah, I've really enjoyed it. I'd love to know what everyone else thought of this, and where does everyone else think that where do you sit with what you've heard? There's probably lots of things that I probably need to listen to again, kind of pick up. As I said, there's certain parts of the songs that the references that they made, I'm like, I don't know what that means, but from the general gist, that's my take on it. So yeah, let me know what your thoughts are. If you did enjoy this, and please do drop me a like and subscribe. That'd be amazing. Thank you so much. And yes, if you do want to get access to videos like these before they come to YouTube, and then please do come over to Patreon, which is a great way to support the channel. And I'm doing this full time now, so I would appreciate y'all support. But for now, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you on the next.